All right, confession time, guys. I am a pretty heavy introvert, and I was running faceless businesses for years because I was terrified to being visible, to show my face. And now I'm basically posting every day on LinkedIn, doing videos for YouTube, and I don't give a fuck anymore, frankly. The revelation I had this week is that might actually be a challenge for more people, and it is something that we are not addressing yet with ContentIn. So in September, we're going to do something about that. Let me run you through the details. So in the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, I built anything that kept me invisible, basically. First project, an affiliate website. I built apps for the App Store. This is my first six-figure business. It's a tour booking platform for the Spanish-speaking market. And with all these things, my happy place always was behind the code. No need to talk to anybody, just building. It's still my happy spot to this day, to be honest. The first sales calls I had for my agency, it was an absolute torture. Talking to people on the phone, talking to people on Zoom. Jesus Christ. Getting my first post out there on LinkedIn took me 2 hours or 4 hours to write or something. And then I got all of 3 likes. First video, watching myself on camera, listening to myself back. Horrible. But here's the thing, I'm basically still like that. To this day, I'm extremely selective about what I share. You'll rarely hear about my family. You rarely hear much about my private life because I think there's no part for this online still. But personal brands are powerful, and the best businesses these days are built on personal brands because attention is the currency of the 21st century. And as a person, it's just much easier to capture and own attention. And this is something very, very powerful. And especially also, funny enough, in the world of AI, authenticity and having a face is a true and very precious differentiator. And really, from my experience, I think there's no shortcut to this, right? My first sales call was torture. My first post was torture. The second one was a little less terrible. The 10th was just uncomfortable. And now with the 100th out, it's just another day in the office, right? The thing is, you just need to start doing it, and then you need to keep doing it. And really, if you struggle with this, what I can highly recommend is this book, The Courage to be Disliked. It'll basically brainwash you into not giving a fuck anymore. It's good. It's really good. Highly recommend. I actually need to read it again. But really, the realization that hit me is that there is no magic moment here. There is no course, no book, and unfortunately also no tool that will really, really help you to get over that hump of just going out there and just doing it. So LinkedIn content really, to me, comes down to a 2-part problem. One is technical. How do I write well? What do I post about? How do I write about the same topic in new ways all the time? How do I structure my content? What is a well-written, a good written LinkedIn post? All of that stuff. This is what ContentIn solves, right? That's what we're building the app for. Problem 2 is personal, and it's basically a limiting belief. It's fear. You might have it, you might not have it, right? But it's overcoming that weird feeling when you hit publish and you hear crickets, because that's most likely what's going to happen in your first couple of posts. And you just got to push through it. You just got to keep going. Know why you're doing it. And the thing is, this is what we see, right? People come into the tool, they come in with best intentions. They write a post, they write 2 posts, they write 3 posts, and at some point they stop. And for the longest time, I thought that it's just the tool, but actually I think it's something that the tool cannot solve, and that's that personal problem. So what ContentIn is already doing is it's designed to take away a ton of variables for you. It's designed to give you basically a head start on becoming a great copywriter and getting great copy out there without employing a ghostwriter. What it cannot do for you is you still got to tweak it a little bit, because I think you always should do that, no matter how good the AI written content is. And you've got to hit publish. And you've got to overcome your fear of basically doing that. So here is what we're going to do about that in September. And all of you are very much invited. I'll put a link to the waitlist for signing up to this in the description. Here's what we're going to do in September. We're going to launch monthly leaderboards. This is what it's going to look like. Simple leaderboard. The only metric that we're going for is amount of posts within that month. It wasn't easy to find a good KPI for this because impressions, growth, all of that stuff is so individual for everybody, right? It always depends on what are you posting about, what's your starting point. You could be super niche and super successful with your content, or you could be a big creator and these numbers will just be completely different. So we just went for amount of posts. And really the important thing is not even how often you post, like don't post twice a day because of this. That's not the point. It's just take your cadence and stick with it and make it happen. And it's going to be very simple. You'll get a pop-up where you can opt in to join the challenge. And once you click that button, you are on that board. And basically what you see here will be publicly accessible to all users. So everybody will see your name, your LinkedIn tagline, and the amount of posts and when you last posted. And that's it. That's really it. We'll have a WhatsApp group running along with this. Everybody who joins the Sprint Challenge will put into a WhatsApp group so you guys can talk with each other, help each other out, maybe support each other with your content. We'll be there. Myself, my CMO will be there to answer questions. It's going to be like a trial. We're going to test this. I'm not sure if people care, if people want to do this. I hope so. I think it's a cool thing, but we'll see how that goes. Basically, for current users, it's totally free to join. If you fell off the wagon before, for one of the reasons that I talked about before, we'll basically have a $1 campaign because I think you need to put a little skin in the game. But we also wanted to make it super easy for people to join. So it's just going to be $1 for the month. You can rejoin content, basically restart your account. And then would love to see you guys there and get all of you out of the holiday mode and into content production in September. Again, I'll put the link to the waitlist down below in the description. Just sign up there and you will be in. And what I really hope to come out of this for you is that, end of September, going into October, posting on LinkedIn is like brushing teeth for you, right? It's just part of your routine and you do it. Because I keep repeating this, right? And everybody keeps repeating this because it's the fundamental truth. Consistency is what makes you successful with LinkedIn content. And next week, the webinars will be starting finally. You should get the first invite email in your inbox basically tomorrow, I think. I kind of already did one last week, but it ended up just being a trial run because I completely messed up the email onboarding sequence in our marketing automation tool and they weren't really sent. So dry run last week, first live run next week. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. So if you are an introvert or have any limiting beliefs like I did about getting out there, posting, I really want to invite you to join our September leaderboard sprint. You do not need the courage. You just need to do the first post and then the second and then the third and then just keep going. It's as simple and as hard as that. And I hope that we can make it a lot easier for you with ContentIn and with the Sprint Challenge. So as always, 2 ways I can help you. Join the September sprint. Current users for free, past users $1. A little bit of skin in the game, everybody's welcome. Let's try to push through the weird starting phase together. Number 2, ContentIn is always there. If you don't want to participate in the challenge, no problem. Just start your 14-day trial. It'll be worth it. It'll take out 90%, 95% of the content hustle for you and it will get you going, I promise. Quite often, the untold story about success is it's not about doing big things. It's about doing small things that you dread consistently until they feel like another Tuesday to you. So see you in September and let's make that happen for your LinkedIn content. Bye, guys.